Hello, myself Shivangi Lumi. I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I'm from Yashwant Rao Chavan Law College, Pune, Maharashtra. Today, my topic is murder under Section 300 of IPC. Murder is defined under Section 300 of IPC. According to this act, culpable homicide is considered as murder if the act is committed with an intention to cause death. The act is done with the intention of causing such bodily injury which the offender has knowledge that it would result in death. The person has knowledge that his act is dangerous and would cause death or bodily injury but still commits the act. This would amount to murder. Ingredients of murder: causing death. There should be an intention of causing death. Doing an act. There should be an intention to cause such bodily injury that is likely to cause death, or the act must be done with the knowledge that the act is likely to cause the death of another. Illustrations: A shoots W with an intention of killing him. As a result, W dies in that consequence. Murder is committed by A. D intentionally gives a sword cut to R that was sufficient to cause the death of anyone in the ordinary course of nature. As a consequence, R dies. Here, D is guilty of murder, though he didn't intend to cause R's death. So, the punishment for murder is under Section 302 of IPC. The punishment for murder is provided under Section 302 of IPC. Whoever commits murder is punished with death, life imprisonment, fine. The most famous cases you need to know about murder is Arushi Talwar case. The 14-year-old Arushi was murdered on 16th May 2008 along with Hemraj Banjade, who was 45 years old then. There were a lot of suspects on the list of the accused, including Arushi's parents. This case received a lot of media coverage and aroused public interest. For a very long time, Arushi's parents had been held under custody. Still, it is not clear whether it was Arushi's parents or the other two servants that worked in her house. Though Arushi's parents have been acquitted, yet no one knows who killed Arushi and Hemraj. Now the second case was Jessica Lal murder case. The case got highlighted with the heading, "No one killed Jessica in the year 1999." The eyewitnesses had amnesia and there was hardly anyone who came forward to give an account of how an aspiring model was shot dead. Later, people came to know that it was the businessman Manu Sharma, who was refused by Jessica to serve liquor, had shot her dead. Next case is Pradyum Thakur murder case. A student of second class, Pradyum Thakur, was found dead in the washroom of Rayan's International School in Gurgaon. The kid, who didn't cause any harm, was thought to have been killed over a situation of sexual assault by a bus conductor, who got arrested. But later it was found that the murder was committed by a student of 11th year, whom the court said that he will be tried as an adult. Next case is the Sheena Bora murder case. Sheena Bora's mother, Indrani Mukherjee, was the real culprit who had planned the murder of her daughter, Sheena Bora. It was claimed by Indrani Mukherjee that Sheena was her sister and she never admitted to having two children. The limelight was brought to be murky financial dealings of Indrani Mukherjee and her husband Peter Mukherjee. Next case is Pramod Mahajan murder case. Pramod Mahajan was a politician in the Bharatiya Janata Party. He was killed in a broad daylight inside his house. April 2006, Pramod was shot dead by his brother Praveen. After killing his brother, Praveen walked to the nearest police station to confess that he had shot his brother Pramod. Praveen was sentenced to life imprisonment and later on died due to brain hemorrhage. Next case is Amar Singh Chamkila murder case. Amar Singh was a popular Punjabi singer, musician, songwriter and composer. Amar Singh, along with his wife and two members of the band, were killed on 8th March 1988 by a gang of unknown youths. No one got arrested even when they got killed in front of so many people and in broad daylight. Next case is Sunanda Pushkar murder case. Wife of former Indian diplomat and famous politician Shashi Tharoor's wife, Sunanda Pushkar, was a renowned businesswoman. She was killed in Delhi's Leela Palace hotel room. It is suggested in the report that when Shashi Tharoor saw Sunanda Pushkar, he assumed she was asleep, and when she did not wake up, Shashi Tharoor informed the police. She died after a day. She had accused Pakistani journalist Meher Tarar of stalking her husband on Twitter. According to the post-mortem report, it was concluded that she had committed suicide. But the report from doctors of All India Medical Institute said that the death was due to drug overdose and she had injury marks on her body. This video doesn't solicit any types of promotion or advertisements as per the guidelines of Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of this video is for education purposes only. Please like, share and comment on my video and do subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.